we're so lucky because we've been able to, with this competition, get schools from all over the country involved, and we're really happy to have David here, who's the Deputy Principal at St Bede's. David, can you tell us a little bit about how did one of your school teams end up in the top four?
Well, look, first thing I want to say is how fantastic the competition is, because we've got guys that are in this competition, and I don't necessarily see these guys out as captain of the football team and so on. And these guys are just outstanding. So the competition has allowed these guys to rise up. And look, one of the things we're trying to do, I'm sure every school's trying to do, is let guys have their individual skills and their wins. And these guys, again, they've just now risen out of the ranks there in this sort of field, which is so much in the public eye at the moment. I think it's fantastic. So these guys come from an E-Leader program that we've got at St Bede's. If you notice our team, we've got a Year 8, 2 Year 9s, a Year 11, no, a Year 10 and a Year 12. So they don't normally, those guys sort of mix, but they mix in this E-Leader group. And I just asked them, I said, well, what are you, anyone interested in being part of the competition? These guys put their hand up. And it's as simple as that, how they got in. And then after that, I think the thing is they sat down together. I don't think one of them said a word in the first meeting. And then they started bonding as a team. And we've got a couple of absolute fantastic guys in the ITAV team. Stephen's with me here. Tom Hubeck is back at, he's watching online, I'm sure. Hello, Tom. And they were fantastic in helping the guys really learn some of the skills that they needed. So to get through round one, we were blown away with how difficult the competition was, which was really good because these guys had to step up, and they've gone from level 0, I think, some of the guys up to right up there. And that's because of the guys that have given them a little bit of help and training along the way.
Yeah. You bring up some really interesting points there, David. I mean, I don't think we would have expected when we started a competition like this that it would have resulted in getting a demographic of a wide range of age groups of students together, which is amazing. I love what you said about giving an opportunity for students who weren't necessarily in the football team to come out and have a win and be involved. What do you think some of the skills are that the students are learning being part of the team and the competition as a greater whole?
Oh, well, I can tell you, like I said, that probably the best example is I think what I bring to the team is I've tried to bond them as a bit of a team. Because they're guys in this sort of area, I don't think are great communicators sometimes. They're not great orators, but they've got fantastic skills in their own field. And so trying to bring that out of them, that's the sort of stuff. Their confidence level has gone right up. And we've been pumping out photos around the school and to the staff and to students, and we're really highlighting them. And I think that's something, and I will say as well, I mean, people come to the school, and we're going to highlight this as being a major achievement. The guys have been able to not just sit in the background, we're really pushing them up there as sort of heroes of the school. So I'd say the first thing is teamwork, communication. They're the big things that have been a big rise. But I think the guys themselves, technically, some of the guys are fantastic. Some of the guys were okay, but I've seen all the technical skills rise. So, and that's probably because of, like I said, the guys back at school giving them, scenarios, giving them testing. Last night they were at dinner. They all went and got their computers and they wanted to keep going. They're so keen. So I hope they do well, but just getting here has been great.
That holistic approach is amazing, right? Building the team skills, building the communication, developing their tech skills. Within the cybersecurity industry, we actually talk about communication and collaboration being a big part of it. People think it's just guys in hoodies sitting in dark rooms on computers. It's so much more.
Yeah.
So it's great from our perspective to hear that that's what your students are experiencing. Where to from here for these students, do you think? It sounds like they've become the poster boys for the school.
Well, I think they're the poster boys for Victoria, actually. We're the ones, it's like State of Origin up here for us. We're representing Victoria now. Also the Catholics. We're in there as the only Catholic school. You mentioned that this morning. I think it's just great to have our school represented. Again, for these guys, I think when they go back, whatever happens, we're really going to pump them up. And like I said, I can see their parents. We interviewed we had a meeting with their parents, and they were all rapt just to have their kids up there. So I would just say the first thing would be to come back. I think they'll be, if their heads aren't up here just for being part of this, then there's something wrong. We've really got to pump them up. Just celebrate the achievement that they've done. After that, I just hope they go back into that E-Leader program we've got and bring on some of the other guys. So when you had round one, our IT guys created a internal challenge which was similar based on round one.
Yeah, wow.
And the other e-leaders took part in that and had prizes and stuff. So I want these guys to come back and do the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe create their own challenge, maybe run it with the other e-leaders and put some prizes up and try and encourage a little bit of participation.
That's brilliant. And look, it wasn't deliberate on our part to have teams from so many different states come through to the Final Four.
Yeah.
It's fantastic to have a Victorian team.
Yeah.
I know we're getting very close to that decision point. I know the St. Bede's team is making amazing progress. So good luck.
Yeah, thanks,
And
Brendan.
thank you very much, because to make the effort to travel has been amazing. So
Yeah,
really
and look,
appreciate
I just want to say though, again, without you guys putting on the competition, the sponsors and so on, and making it such a big event, then we probably wouldn't be able to pump it up as much around the school and so on. So I really appreciate, Cyber Pathways, but also the other sponsors. Thank you.